I did not intend for menopause to be my topic of conversation, but I realize that I have so much more to talk about this than I really want to. I just left, I had a day full of doctor's appointments. I went to the allergist and immunologist first, and then from there, I had to go get some lab work done. And then after getting lab work done, I went to the gastroenterologist. I have been dealing with chronic hives for the last over 2 months now. I can pinpoint the exact day they started, May 24th this year, and it is now August 6th. So July would have marked exactly 2 months. And for anyone that has never had to deal with hives, God bless you. For anyone that is dealing with hives, chronic, God bless you. Because this is not for the faint at heart. And I'm going to give a little backstory. I have not dealt with hives all my life. Probably about 20 years ago, I had my first flare up with hives, and I battled that for about a year. Went from doctor to doctor, being tested. I got tested, saw an allergist. They tested me for environmental. They tested me for animal. They tested me for food, all of the things, and nothing. No allergies to any of that. Skin test, all of that. This went on for a whole year. Now, mind you, while I'm doing the testing, I'm having these flare-ups, random flare-ups, breaking out. My face is swelling up, angioedema, lip swelling, throat swelling, face swelling, hives all over my body, and taking every antihistamine there was over the counter as well as prescribed. And while I would get some relief, eventually my body would build up an immunity to it, and they'd have to prescribe something stronger, and then so on and so forth. And I was just miserable. And I actually even asked, like, can you send me to the CDC, the Center for, Center for Disease Control? Because I'm like, what is going on with my body? I didn't have the knowledge then that I do now. But what is going on with my body? This makes no sense that I'm breaking out in hives, but you're telling me that I'm not allergic to any things. And hives are a reaction in the body that goes into effect to try to protect your body from something. So what is wrong with me? And I ended up, after a whole year of being on treatment after treatment, went to CDC, nothing was wrong with me. I'm like, test me for everything. And after a year, I told someone about this, and they said, it sounds like you need to detox and purge your system. I was willing to try anything. So again, we're talking about 20 years ago. I did a 3-day master cleanse detox and never had the hives again. 3-day detox and cleanse stopped or healed me of what a year of medication and treatment couldn't do. So I was ecstatic. You fast forward 20 years later, I break out in hives again. When I break out in the hives, this time I am actually on a program with a stress doctor who helps to do gut health healing. And I break out in the hives, and come to find out, I'm introduced to the fact that I'm histamine intolerant, or low histamine is what I need. My body was full of histamines. That's why you break out. That's why you have antihistamines to help you to block that. So the reason this time is because I'm actually eating healthy. I'm doing the right thing. But I'm eating things that are high histamine, tons of spinach, tons of avocados. Everything pretty much has histamines in it, but some things are low, some things are high. And so I'm eating super clean, super healthy. And what I'm told is it's like this bucket. If you think of this bucket of water, and the bucket is full of water to the very brim, to the very top. And it's on this device where if you fill it, it's going to spill over. Well, my bucket was full of histamines, and that one drop tipped it, and that fill my body up and causes the hive. So now I have a definition to this. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but how do we fix it? So again, I'm doing the antihistamines. I found something that worked, and I take it consistently until finally my body tapers off and I'm fine again. So 20 years ago is the first time. You fast forward 20 years later, I break out for the second time. I get all this education about it, get it under control. And now we're at almost 4.5, 5 years later. And 2 months ago, I start breaking out in hives again. I recognize it. I understand it. I've been equipped with, okay, I can either detox or I can take the histamines and it'll taper off. Well, I have aggressively done all those modalities and nothing has worked. In fact, the hives seem to be worse than what they were. And it's not running my life, but I have to make decisions on how I eat and what I do based off of this. And it's really impacting my life. Because I'll probably edit some pictures in just to show you what I look like when the hives break out, because it's not fun. My face swells up, I get all these little bumps all over my body. They don't really itch, which is interesting because most people that get hives, they're itchy and they don't really itch. Like sometimes I'll just happen to look up and I'll have a bump there, a hive there, and I don't feel it. It doesn't itch. But anyway, I said all that because I finally decided, I really need to go back to allergists and see what's going on, because nothing is getting control of this. What I have noticed, even though I'm told I don't have food allergies, I want to say it's when I eat, but it's more my gut, it's my stomach, because it doesn't happen right when I eat. But I've measured this, like I have pretty much gone sometimes days without eating because, number one, I'm nervous that I'm going to break out in hives. And number two, I want to measure it to see, is it doing it when I eat? And again, the frustrating thing is it's not food allergies, but some way, somehow, it's my gut health. So I went to the So I say that because I went to the allergist today and I went to the gastro today. And not the culprit, but thrown in there is our girl Menopause. And both the allergist and immunologist and gastroenterologist said that, well, have you hit menopause yet? Are you in menopause? Because this could be what's going on with your body too. It's autoimmune. Number one, I don't know if I said that. We have narrowed down that it's autoimmune, which is where your body attacks itself and fights itself. It's like bipolar. And I shouldn't have said that. I paused because I said it in a way that was like joking, but then I was really convicted because I have a child who struggles with that. So I know what that feels like, but also I know there's some of you that are watching. And so I don't mean it in a negative way. Bipolar in the sense of there's two polarities. That's what I mean. Thank you, Lord. So I didn't say it as like a put down, but it's two polarities of my body doing one thing, fighting it, creating something that tells my body, you need to go to war. And my body attacks itself and then it fights to itself to ward off that attack, if that makes sense. So that's autoimmune. So it's just a little frustrating because it's like what and how and why. And at the root of it, not at the root of it, but now you throw in our girl Menopause. And it's just, this is a roller coaster. I don't know if anybody else, so it's hormonal. And there's so many different facets of menopause that go on within our body. And it really is having an impact on my life right now. And I think it's not only the whole identity thing that I'm working through, but it's also the aging gracefully at that. Because baby, I look good and I feel good. but it's the all the changes that come with this. And so I just wanted to pour that out and just have a place to release this, because I talk to my friends about it and I tell them what I'm going through and what I'm going on with, but I wanted to be super transparent in this journey as well, because again, menopause is it's very unique, and it's a different phase of my life that when something comes up within me, with my body, my mind, body, menopause is now thrown into that. And it's like, yeah, this could be a contributing factor. And I just don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. So it looks like I'll be talking more about menopause on this journey as well. Tell me, ladies and guys, I would love to hear what the men have to say about the women in their lives and how you all are navigating this season as well. Because it really is a season. You really are becoming someone, I won't say someone else, but you really are evolving, and it really impacts and affects your life. And it's not necessarily negative. It does have some positives, but I won't get into that now. So I don't know. Tell me your journey and your stories and your lived in moments with how menopause is now inserting herself into your day.